Hey everyone, welcome back to Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 on the PlayStation 1. I'm Aesthetic. With me again is Blackout the M&M.
Hey everyone.
Matt Rocks 101.
Hey, I'm Matt.
And Canuck Dude.
Hey.
Alright, so in this version, we just went to Kona, the 4th level. In this version, instead of going to Shipyard next, you'll go to London for the 5th level. And as you see, it's specifically London. There's no other options in that column. So you're going to get a little sneak preview, I guess, if you've never seen it before. But also, the London in Gen 6 is just a bright sunny day, whereas here, it's a dark, stormy night.
I'm noticing that they really liked darkness and nighttime levels, didn't they?
I mean, it really kind of did
every level
spice up the levels a little bit.
Yeah.
I like the raining. Raining.
I was about to say, maybe it would save them resources from lighting or something, but I don't know.
I don't think
rain seems to make it worse.
No, they'd I think it was you who brought it up, but they'd have to, they didn't have the lighting engines that you have nowadays, so they would have to create these textures as darker.
Yeah, they had to do all the textures manually.
Yeah. So these street lights where, part of the area is brighter around it, they'd have to go through that work. But, alright, so yeah, we're also showing off a bunch of the special tricks that are new and exclusive to this version. So the flapjack and the flip yourself are, only in this game. As well as the manual that I have and the grind that I have as well.
Yeah, you have the shake your ass and then the show me what you're working with.
And also the watch yourself.
Oh.
Food poisoning?
No,
I've never seen that one before.
No, I do not have yeah. But yeah, food poisoning. So, I don't know. Tony Hawk was out in the cold for too long. He got sick, I guess.
That looks awful.
Well, unfortunately, I'm going to do it a lot in this video.
Well, that's right. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Food poisoning right into, I'm not sure, some other illness.
Food poisoning into a coffin grind into the grave.
Yeah, into the Casper. Yeah, into the Casper.
Yeah, into the Casper. Yeah. Food poisoning, coffin grind, Casper, grave.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're dead.
Yeah. So again, if you know the Gen 6 version of London, this kind of has that main square area, and then has sort of the south bank, down by the water. Has a very simplified version. But, so this is where you're going to start to get some really high scores. In your, do it all in one combo sort of thing. So you'll see me use the same line a lot, which is basically grinding up and around and down this elevated street, sort of, because you can grind these parts, you can also grind the curbs,
Cheerio.
all around. Yeah. And they set you up well for, quarter pipes, where you can, do all this manual, big air, manual out, back into the, grinding around the horseshoe kind of thing. So, yeah, I'm not going to do the coolest lines, but, there's certainly ones that work very well.
Yeah, this level looks pretty
skip
sweet.
That song?
This one? Or
No, the one before it. You skipped the track.
Oh,
Probably
must
because it
have
would have flagged them.
Oh, yeah, the
Was that for copyright?
AC/DC TNT, yeah.
Oh, is that the one? Okay.
Doesn't AC/DC still, global mute your video?
Maybe.
Probably.
I didn't know that's what was about.
I'm glad that this song is okay, because this is one of my favorite songs ever.
I just don't like the way they fucking butchered it. They keep cutting that line. They cut out wine. Why did they cut out fine wine?
Yeah.
I was wrong, by the way, in Alcatraz. It's not white wine, it's fine wine. I looked the lyrics up.
So here's kind of a weird mechanic, that in this version, if you hit L2 or R2 when you jump, you will jump higher, along with doing a no comply or boneless. So if you just go to boneless over that phone booth, you probably won't do it. But if you boneless and hit R2, you will. It's like you're on a pogo stick. You know?
Yeah, you got to do the boneless pizza.
I didn't know that was a thing until I did that goal, and I don't really do it outside that goal. You'd think it would be like, oh yeah, this is awesome, but it's just so out of the way as a mechanic that I forget about it.
Oh wow, that is a janky line.
And also, this.
Please let me up. Please, I beg you. No.
I looked. I tried. I rode around to see. Okay, how the hell am I actually supposed to do this? Am I supposed to, get the O, then go off to the side, do a trick, come at this more direct? But no, I think this is how you're supposed to do this. you got to make like a 90-degree jump onto the one with the M, and
Oh, God.
yeah, I jumped and grinded again one too many times. You'll see in the successful one that, I did that one less, and that let me keep my balance enough to get it. But yeah, like switching up your grinds will not get you up this rail. You have to jump, grind, jump, grind, jump, grind. It's
stuck.
weird. It feels like you have to exploit the game's mechanics.
And I would jump grind like crazy when I played any of these.
Yeah, but usually challenges don't make you do that.
Yeah.
Like, they make you grind uphill for like this as well, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that coming from the game?
No. There are these dogs that like howl at 8 o'clock on the dot for like the past few weeks.
Coming from the game for a second.
Yeah, man, howl at the moon, shoot out the lights.
Yeah, that's what I thought was happening. I was like, that's a scary effect.
Yeah.
Well, in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 in Chicago, if you turn off the music, there's sounds like a air raid siren goes off.
Oh, really?
Oh man, dude,
It's
I
not.
love
It's
the
supposed
little
to be a
head
fire
push.
truck siren.
Yeah.
You know what you look like? You in that when you do that particular move, you look like those fucking bad guy, the enemy from Dusk. The things that are in the chair and they have to push themselves along, like dogs with no legs. That's what you look like.
Yeah, or like something
very
from like
creepy.
Cry of Fear. Yeah, it's like a horror
like a
movie
monster
thing.
from Cry of Fear.
Yeah.
Don't like it. It's very scary.
Well, you know
Yeah,
what, Matt?
Spooky Tony.
You know what, Matt? Go flip yourself.
Yeah, why don't you go pop shove it?
It's the sequel to Go Huck Yourself. Go flip yourself.
go hook
Damn it,
yourself.
I was gonna make that joke.
Beat you to it, man.
Oh, there's nothing on the other side of the
Oh
bank.
man, it's so
This one.
scary.
This is what I get for stealing your catchphrase.
Yeah, no, the South Bank is just this corner. There's no
The
other
South
part.
Bank is just the south part of the bank.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Dude, food poisoning looks like he's sobbing. It looks so
I
sad.
know, it looks like I don't like it. It looks weird and scary. I
He's
really
mourning.
don't like it.
Should we do the whole creepypasta joke?
Yeah.
Okay, I would believe it.
I turned on
creepypasta
Tony
for
Hawk.
these two.
I heard about this PS1 version that I'd never heard of before. I turned it on, and Tony Hawk had a new special move where it looked like he was crying, I thought it was weird, but I kept playing.
Yeah, and then
pushing
the
himself
rain turned
backwards
into
on his
blood,
head.
and I thought it was really strange, but I paid it no mind.
Yeah, but I played anyway. Every
then
time
all of
I
a sudden-
crashed, Tony Hawk screamed extremely realistically.
And then all of a sudden it looked like he was really thin and bony.
Well, I
Not in
realized,
the
I'd
PS1
actually
version,
switched to
though.
the
He was fine
PS2
in the
version.
PS1 version.
Yeah.
Maybe this just is a creepypasta.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden another skater came up and his face was
Yeah.
a skeleton.
Yeah.
And like the level, instead of the normal sunlight one from PS2 version, this one was dark and
Yeah.
rainy.
And he did a trick called a little head push, and it was the scariest thing I'd ever seen.
It looked like he was breaking his neck and his arms.
Yeah. When I did it, he didn't get back up. And then I went and my save file had been deleted and I had to start with another skater.
Yeah.
Get over that.
I did a crash, and I started to feel pain, and I looked down, and there was a skateboard under my feet.
Yeah, this is kind of where I wish I had more than 4 special tricks. If I even had 5, I could have put another grind on.
Yeah, but you can't put any more special tricks because the game is cursed.
Yeah, I think it
it's
is. I think Tony Hawk on number 4 on PS1 is just cursed. This game
4 is the
cursed.
number of death.
Actually, to support all your guys' theory, I bought a physical version of the game, but the disc is so fucked up it won't play.
Oh, no.
So, more curse.
Yeah,
I tried
and
to-
you know what?
It was like canceled at the last second, so the physical version doesn't work, but you could find it online and download it.
And maybe on Halloween, your TV will come on, and it'll have found its way into your PS1.
You know what it is? Those animations for him pushing are just missing. Like,
Okay,
Like
yeah.
a
Now that I
frame or something.
I look at his arms, it's all fucked up. Which I never look at his arms
Yeah.
while playing. I'm looking at the balance bar, but now
Yeah.
I'm looking at the arms and I don't like it.
Yeah, it's bad. It's fucking
It's a
bad.
grudge girl.
scary looking.
Why did I have to decide? You know what? Let me put on all new special tricks for this one and
cursed
show
Because
them
it's a
off.
good idea. It's just, unfortunately, the special tricks are fucking cursed.
Leave
It
your
wasn't a bad idea at all.
contribute to the Tony Hawk 4 PS1 creepypasta in the comments.
Well, actually, say, The Japanese version of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 is Tony Hawk Skateboarding 2003 because 4 is the number of death in Japan, as everyone knows.
Oh no!
4 is
Tony's
the number
dead.
of death. Yeah.
Tony's already dead.
That's why anybody in Japan you meet is usually several years older than they say because they've skipped anything with a 4.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like how in...
Yeah.
They skipped their whole 40s.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow, wow, that's why you're either like a teenager or you're old as shit in like anime or whatever. You're either a teenager or you're like 70. Because, you skip your 40s. Wait, that would actually be the reverse of what I said, never mind.
Well, every
It made sense in my head
You're never
when I said it.
14, you're never 24, you're never 34.
Yeah.
You're never,
Yeah.
You double skip 44, like, you pour, like, on your, what's supposed to be your 44th birthday, you throw some salt over your shoulder, because that's
Well,
Vegas.
you know, you think about it, this was the last one on the PS1. This is the one where Tony Hawk dies before he gets replaced by the imposter.
All the devs also died after developing this one.
Oh my god.
There he goes. He just
Oh, the
died right
black
there.
was awesome, yeah.
You went to his fucking grave.
Yeah. And the lightning right afterwards.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was him getting resurrected.
Yeah, I've got more challenges to
You
do.
almost had 1,000,000 points there. That's pretty wild.
Oh, but okay, so you do 90 goals. It says goal point 60, but that's because, we spent 10 each to, get San Fran, Alcatraz, Kona, da-da-da. So you do 90 goals, and that will unlock the pro challenges. You might have noted that at the end of all these levels, it's always saying all amateur challenges completed. So yeah, all of these levels have like some more high score challenges as pro challenges, and of course each pro has their own specific challenge, just like in the Gen 6 version. I'll be going through sewers and getting all amateur content done before, going to those. But yeah, so this is when you get it. It's at 90 challenges.
I see. So this one's a little shorter than the other one, like level-wise. It seems like you get it quicker in this one.
I mean, this is part 5, and you've gotten all 90.
Yeah. I get the respective kind of all-pro specific challenges one in the London video of Gen 6, which that'll be part 6, because again, London and Shipyard are switched. But I guess I do literally get it faster here. But so...
Where was that tape at?
It's on a rail up above. Yeah, I kind of cheekily got it, but I will show the rail off and grind it. It's not, hard to get. But
oh, I see.
Yeah, so that challenge of getting all the underground passes lets those 2 gates, you can now teleport between them, which is kind of weird because it's not like you're covering a huge distance.
It doesn't even look like you're going underground. You're just passing through a gate.
Yeah, no, you're literally just teleporting, between one. Yeah, there's the rail the secret tape was on.
Oh,
You just grind it there. But, like you just go from this square basically down to the south bank, but you can get over to the south bank in like 5 seconds anyway, so I don't know.
I like this level. This looks cool.
Yeah. Again, probably the lighting and the weather. I mean, lighting is one thing, but putting the weather in, I guess it could be a static thing on the screen.
Oh, that's absolutely a static thing on screen. But it's a neat, it doesn't matter how difficult it is to achieve the effect. It's about how nice the effect is itself.
Yeah, well, it's like someone was talking about AI in Half-Life versus Half-Life 2, and they were like, I think the AI in Half-Life 1 seems more sophisticated. And I'm like, well, it's actually not, because every enemy has a pre-programmed set of things that they'll do at any level. Like, each individual spawn is, like, designed for that room.
Sorry.
Like, in Half-Life 2, it's an actual AI. Like, you can drop it in anywhere, and it will find out, like, what to do.
Yeah. I will never use that special trick again, I promise.
So you should use it all the time.
Yeah,
Thank you.
God. But yeah, I appreciate what you said, Blake.
Yeah.
Not like,
on that topic, I find the shadow kind of funny because it seems to stick out a little bit considering there's no sun or any other lighting at the top.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Huh.
I never really thought about it.
I never
but,
noticed
It
that
makes
while
you think.
playing.
Oh gosh. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's dead.
Yeah, this Yeah.
Every time he manages to land directly on the top of his head and just like shit out his spine.
That's my point about the lighting being pre-baked is obviously because that shadow is not a real shadow. That's a copy of you that's just under the ground and copies everything you do.
Yeah.
Because there is no actual lighting. They just textured all of this.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the flapjack though.
Are you saying Tony Hawk is being haunted by a dark, shadowy presence that copies his every move?
Oh my god!
It was right
There he goes, he dies again.
Why does it kick you out there into the ocean?
I don't know. Sometimes that quarter pipe works.
Because it wants you to die.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Crap. I can't remember.
It's canon now.
Yeah. This is unlike the Gen 6 version where you can, randomize the soundtrack. This one plays in its order, and again, like none of the songs past track 10 seem to actually play. So like whenever I load up,
you got that fast. You got in one combo.
Yeah, I think you had to. That was the extreme. No, wait, that was just extreme score.
Yeah, that was extreme score.
Yeah, now I'm gonna have to get it all in one combo. But yeah, no. So it'll like you load the game up. You boot it up, and it'll start you at track 1 and 2, and it'll play the same ones.
Here it is. Here's the combo.
Yeah.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Yeah. Check. Is this on? Hello. Is this on?
No.
Yeah.
Check mark.
Hello. I spent a bad amount of money on this. Is not. Yeah. But this line just works. If you can, manual back to the road, and as you saw, like there's gaps for grinding that whole thing, so it really adds up your multiplier as well.
Damn.
Yeah.
You make it look easy.
I try. That's all I can say. Yeah.
Yeah, just wait until you get to the final level and he does the 1 billion point combo.
Or he does a blink test.
It's 47 minutes of manually
He does
grinding.
1800 from a standing position.
Oh my God.
And crashes the game.
He does that in the last level. Spoilers.
You joke, Blake, but like you can look up, people's like world record combo in Thug Pro, and people have comboed for like an hour straight.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I would get bored.
That's why that's not even like the most like impressive thing
that
anymore.
skilled
That's why.
and doing that much. I wouldn't get tired. I think I'd get bored.
Yeah, I mean it's like when you hear about like I don't remember who has the current world record, but for a while, everyone's favorite saxophonist, Kenny G, had the record for the longest held note on a saxophone, and it was something like 45 minutes. And I'm like, could you imagine just sitting there playing the same note on a saxophone for like almost an hour?
I couldn't imagine playing the saxophone for almost an hour, much less the same exact note.
Like, continuously, without stopping. And I'm like, geez. And there has to be, like 3 people from Guinness there to observe it, or, like, 3 witnesses plus at least 1 Guinness person, something like that. So a bunch of people had to sit there and listen to one note sound for, like, an hour. They must have lost their goddamn minds.
Yeah.
I always wondered about those, like, Genesis people. Like, imagine having to be the guy who's got to, like, for the world's longest or whatever, and it's like 3 days. Imagine the guy's got to sit there for like 3 fucking days while somebody does this.
Yeah, well, that's why they call it the Guinness Book of World Records, because you're going to want to drink some Guinness afterwards.
Yeah, he can't fall asleep or else it'll be invalidated. There will be a point in time where there were no witnesses.
Jeez, I would hate that.
The guy could have stopped and taken a breath.
Do they get paid for that? Surely they get paid for that, right?
Yeah.
Are they professional?
Guinness.
They have to be certified by Guinness, yeah.
Imagine like going to school and becoming a professional in like saxophone something so you can watch a dude hold a note for 45 minutes.
I mean,
It pays the
find
bills.
work where you can.
Is this nope? Oh my god! It just shoots you out. Damn.
Yeah. No, it's one of those kind of rubber rebound barriers.
Well, actually, I like that better than the one that's just like, haha, fuck you, get lost.
Yeah, I like that better too, yeah.
Yeah, it crashes you and teleports you somewhere in the map.
It's like, thanks. Alright, I didn't want those points anyway. I didn't.
Yeah. So
I love it says unlock to set difficulty. It's like, well, I wouldn't want to just set the difficulty. I'd probably want to play too.
Hey, you have 69 gold points. Hey.
So yeah, that was London. We completed all the amateur goals. Next up, we're headed to this game's Shipyard. And as I've mentioned, all of these levels have had to be redesigned somewhat to fit in the PS1 and work, but Shipyard is the most different. It's basically a completely different level. So I hope you guys are excited to see that next time on Tony Hawk 4.